if George has an affair with Cindy, then I hope they both leave. That's a bit of a bold take, really. Like, I've not really seen this one so much. I've seen more of people saying that, you know, Cindy and George should get together because it's never that I see anybody preferring Elaine to Cindy. I think that the public response to Cindy's not really been. I think people think the return's been a bit wasted. I don't necessarily agree. What do you reckon? Do you like Cindy in the current form?
I don't agree with that she's been wasted. It's just, you know how like you like to imagine how a character would have like been resurrected 20 years ago, like how Cindy would have worked. Like,
Yeah.
I don't say in the golden age of EastEnders, but like during the mid 2000s, like when Den returned, because there was a rumor, because I went back and like had a look. There was a rumor in like '05 that they were trying to get Cindy or whoever played Cindy to
Michelle
play.
Collins.
They were trying to get Michelle Collins to basically reprise her role. And I'm just thinking, how different would it be if she was there when Lucy was killed and all of that? But again, then you look at like how she came back in 2023, and you're like, is it bad to say that you prefer like how she returned now than how it would have played out like 10, 20 years ago with
I
the
don't think so.
bad
I think it makes
writing?
sense. I feel like obviously if you get rid of Ian and Cindy being together from that, like, you know, because I think she left in '99 or something, roughly. So then you kind of erase some of that Jane history there, which is also a pretty pivotal part in Ian's character. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just I personally really enjoyed it, but I can understand why people wouldn't, because, you know, if you take Cindy now and Cindy 20 years ago, she's just a bit older. Just a bit older, just a bit more fragile, I guess. That's all it really say. She still fucking thinks that she's better than Ian and wants someone more. She's still like the same fucker that she was like 20, 30 years ago even. So I can understand why people would get a bit upset. And plus, in general, the Ian return's been pretty underwhelming, I guess. I kind of assumed he would be getting some bigger storylines rather than just coming back and then fucking like, I don't know, just being a cow in a field, just munching the grass. Like, oh, you all right, Ian? Moo. Yep. There he is. That's our Ian. Like, it kind of, that's all he's been doing for the last like how long's he been back now? A year?
A year hung up in June but if we're only including when he fully returned in August, then we have a few
I can't
months.
believe I just compared Ian Beale to a fucking cow in a field. That's unreasonable, that is.
But you're right, like
yeah, exactly.
he's
He's not
honestly
been doing much.
like in comparison to him 5 years ago, it's like, okay, you have to punch. Wait, I have to punch a woman. The fuck? He doesn't do that. I was like, yeah, go on, Mr. Adam, what yeah, go fucking on, you lot. Fucking do it. And then he's like, I'm leaving, lads. And then you look at him now where he's more happy. He's fun to be the weasel eating, but not actually like 2014.
He's not causing problems though. He's just being a bit of a knob. You go, you, and then he goes like, and then it continues like.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that mate who pisses in a glass in the pub, and you're like, that's my John. That's my fucking
But
John.
I guess
right
I
there.
could also imagine maybe him coming back after this time. Maybe he doesn't want to just be right into the fucking thick of it. But like, you know, heading into the 40th anniversary, he'll definitely have something bigger to work with for sure. It's like how everybody's like, oh, look, it's Lucy's 10th anniversary. We're going to have a really big, important episode. I've heard that fucking Bobby didn't actually kill her. I've heard that they're going to fucking do something else. Nothing. Absolutely. Fuck all.
I just
That
side
was
on that.
fucking fantastic.
Like, I understand, I joke about it, right? It'd be funny if Lucy showed up out of the blue. I know it would completely wreck, it'd probably be one of the worst retcons in EastEnders history. But fucking, they just, I don't actually fucking believe that Bobby killed her. It was actually the ghost of Winston Churchill that killed her. And it's like, May fucking calm down, get off your high horse. It's just so. But yeah, I look at people who like, oh, the 10-year anniversary must be this big for the Beatles. Nah, man.
Like, and
Nah.
I will say that just because it got an hour-long special doesn't mean that it was a big thing because of the anniversary. It was just kind of happened to fucking it's one of those things where we're our own worst enemies as fans because like, oh, it's the fucking anniversary week, it's gonna be fucking huge, and then it's like normal, and we're like, why the fuck aren't they doing anything? It's like, yeah, but they didn't say it was gonna be big though. They just, less is more for the EastEnders. But let's actually talk about the contents of this video. So yes, last week's episodes, this will come out, Thursday, Friday or something, so being recorded on Monday, let's just fucking peel back the curtain, who cares. So the George Cindy affair has been teased for ever since they came back, because simply saying Cindy still loves George deep down still loves Cindy, and I don't think anyone's ever going to come close. Like, I'm sure he does love Elaine to an extent, but I feel like the dynamic that him and Cindy built over a decent chunk of years is just never leaving them, So it's always been teased, and it's always been, Ian being like, oh, come on, Cindy, and then they're pumping, and then Cindy's on her phone, a picture of George Knight. It's like, yeah, oh, it's so good, Ian, oh, it's great. She's always looking at the grass is greener for Cindy, and that's always who she has been. Even just for petty reasons, she'll just fuck Ian over. That's just who she is. That's just the character. But I suppose, fuck it. I've been stalling too long. I really love Colin Salmon. This is the thread. Really love Colin Salmon. I hope that George has more character than to cheat on Elaine. And Cindy, if she cheats on Ian for the umpteenth time, then that's absolutely all she's good for and ever will be. I don't see what she's adding anyways, except for the threat of an affair. I'll kiss that man. I'll fucking kiss him. Don't make me do it. Which I personally find unpleasant. She's like a vulture circling. So if the affair happens, then I hope they both just pack up and leave. I feel like they're doing the Cindy character a bit of a disservice. She's a mum now. She's a proper mum who cares about her fucking daughters. She's been a support for George. She's been supporting Elaine when Elaine needs the extra help. She's not just fucking. She's not sat behind the bar just looking at George hello, George. Fucking come on. Not poking him with a stick. But I can understand. But the difference between this Cindy and old Cindy is Cindy isn't looking for. When Cindy would shoot on Ian back in the 90s, Cindy and I think she came in late 80s as well, but she was looking for excitement. She was looking for something else. But with George, she's looking for something genuine and something that she knows is real. And something that I don't think she believes she has with Ian at this point. She's not just going to a fucking toy boy, come here, you little fucking cock stallion, get in me. Fuck me, that was a bit crass. Sorry, my bad, that one. But she's looking for the man she married. She's looking for that love that probably she'd see George as the love of her life at this point. She was never really comfortable with Ian. That's why she kept cheating on him back in the day. But she was comfortable with George and was really comfortable with their family. So I think in a sense that is the development. And I'm sure we'll hear a little bit more about what people are saying about this one. Look, I'm feeling refreshed, alright? It's gonna happen. These videos are gonna get longer because I'm not yes, George and Cindy are great. Someone says, it's not a shame that Cindy has not learned a damn thing in over 20 years. Can we please get some character development? Old Midnight Mitchell, classic, great commenter on the Reddit. Well, she has learned. The entire point of the conversation prior to her kissing George is that the reason she's doing this isn't to get off on it, or because she's bored, or because she's finding it fun. She's genuinely uncertain and finds understanding in George that she doesn't with Ian. Her fundamental flaw is still the same, but her reasons are pretty different now, which does ironically show growth in perspective. She's not looking for sex or excitement, she's actively looking for something real, just going about it the wrong way. Fucking absolute belter of a comment there. Fucking, once again, Midnight Mitchell, fucking certified hood classic. And then someone responds, thank you for saying this. I'm 100% against cheating and hope the two just realise they should be together and break it off with their respective partners. But I also think a lot of people on here have very black and white thoughts. There seems to be no actual depth. You people are fucking idiots.
Go on Reddit for fucking depth.
There seems to be no actual depth in their opinions, other than the classic cheating equals bad, which no one is disputing, but the storyline definitely has a lot more complexity to it than that. The one thing that I don't understand, and this isn't going to become a rant because I'm a changed man, the one thing I've never understood, I don't understand people who are tired of cheating storylines, or tired of affairs, or tired of pregnancies. It's like, this is supposed to be real life. What else happens? Like, fucking a 6-month storyline about Ian cheating the IRS, so now they're seizing everything. Like, yeah, sure, that sounds vaguely interesting, but nobody wants a story about fucking taxes. Like, that's the bit I don't get. Like, I think there's just too many pregnancies. Yeah, well, fucking tell all your fucking friends who are pregnant right now, stop fucking getting pregnant, because I'm tired of you dickheads having children. Like, everybody does it. Like, it's like, I've had a lot of complaints, and this is a slight tangent, but I'm not going into it too much. But like, people talk about how, some people who are gay will make it their entire identity, and I kind of went, yeah, but so do straight people. Most people's life goal is to find a partner and start a family. Is that not making being straight your identity? Because you are just building a life with that person. So why is it a fucking catch-22 when you're doing the same thing? It's just more normalized in a sense. But that's not the point. I don't understand. I don't understand why people are sick of storylines. There's only so much you can really do in a soap, in my opinion. And if you do something outlandish, like, I believe in aliens. Ha! Fucking fuck you, that's not real. Like, alright, so he can't do anything of that. I'm gonna do a conspiracy theorist. You shouldn't be fucking spouting these views on your program, that's really bad. Like, let's do one about, like, some, like, alt-left or alt-right leaning fucking terrorist group or something. No, can't do that either. It's too early. You fucking indoctrinating our kids. I don't understand. I've never understood love affairs on the show. It's fucking sole point. You're not happy in your relationship. We cheat on someone. I don't like cheating. It's not a nice thing to do, but it's a fucking soap. We're here for the drama. We're here for the sauce. Like, I just, I
don't know, like, what people want in soaps is the thing, because pregnancies are a regular current thing in real life. Like, everyone gets pregnant. Well, every woman gets pregnant, except if they're trans or can't have, or just physically can't, they're cis. But most women get pregnant. Fucking, like, and, like, adoption storylines are supposed to happen, You can't do conspiracy storylines because, no, you're bringing politics into it. You can't do an all-right storyline, you're bringing politics into it. You can't fucking even mention a trans character because you're bringing politics into it. And like, it's like people just get offended over the easiest things. Like, cheating is the safe. Like basically, imagine you have to push 2 buttons. One of them is going to cause nuclear destruction, and the other one is just going to cause a smelly fart in a room. Like, so which one will you press? basically. And obviously they're gonna press the smelly fart one. They don't cause nuclear
Ah,
destruction.
bloody hell! I'll press both of them. Fuck off.
Oh fuck! But like,
well.
but like, yeah, I know pregnant. Not pregnancy. I was gonna say pregnancy's not right. But I know
Freudian slip
cheating is
there.
not right. But like fucking, it's just a way of life. Like
Yeah, people do it essentially.
You can't always.
Like we all hate it. Nobody likes cheating. I mean, some people like cheating, but you know, some people love cheating. Just, oh, go on, Betsy, do it. Oh no, stamp on
Fucking
me.
loving you, cock at me.
No, but just that aside, like these things happen, and you can't just shy away from them. And I don't,
No.
you know, I don't like, you know, I don't ever feel like someone's just getting cheated on because they're pathetic. You know, it's not like Barry was just getting fucking like, oh, I'm in a relationship with this woman, I'm cheating on you because you're fucking ugly, Barry. It's like, you know, they're not just torturing people. You know.
Okay, now when you brought up the alien bit, I do now want to see fucking some character on EastEnders believing in aliens, and then Alfie Moon dresses up as an alien, but you can easily spot him because he starts playing his ringtone.
I've got exactly this. In Coronation Street, there was two people who believed in aliens, and they were like the weirdo older people. And so a guy called Tyrone and his mate Tommy like built this little like UFO type thing with like lights and shit, and they like put it on a fucking fishing rod, and they like got into a tree, and so they're like, oh bloody hell, there's fucking aliens, there's a UFO right there. And then like obviously the joke is they just start laughing, and then the UFO just like drops out of the tree, and then they're like, you fucking melts. Great time. Fucking great time.
That would be.
But I suppose just you know, this video has been more of a fucking windy one. Essentially, I don't feel like the George and Cindy affair. I don't know if they'll ever get together properly. I can't see it. I feel like him and Elaine are together. I feel like Cindy and Ian are together. I think it's kind of more like, I don't necessarily, but it's not the danger. It's not just, oh, I'm bored with Ian, let's go with George. I think it is genuine, like, you know, Ian's great, but he's not you. And I feel like she's been looking for that with whoever her partner has, and it's been hard to find it because not many men are like George. So I will just say that it has definitely, there has been development to it, essentially. And I don't feel like it's like mindless. I feel like if you're a bit disenfranchised with a character, it's fair enough to be like, she just keeps bloody doing the same thing. Like, yeah, fair enough. You're not really going to be seeing it the way I personally think it is. And that's perfectly reasonable and fine. But I think it's also good to be met with different perspectives because, you know, and likewise to the comment section, if you disagree with this, tell us, you know, we'll fucking read it, we'll learn from it, etc. But my read of the situation, I think it's a bit more nuanced than it is. But yeah, I still never understand people being like, I'm so sick of pregnancy or affairs. I'm like, like, it's supposed to be real life, lads. It's supposed to be real life. Why are we fucking tired of pregnancies and affairs? It's what people do.
It's like you want some silly bollocks. Just go to American soap operas. For some reason, I know this sounds out of like left field, but you think us like Brits and Europeans will have like the most outlandish British soaps like of all time. No. The Americans are like doing the people who wrote the Bible, just fucking sit around stoned, fucking only be fucking grave. There was an alien that just appeared out of nowhere, Johnny, and then fucking this woman comes in the frame and she gets hit by a cat and she goes flying in the air, and then the alien catches her, and then my heart will go on to say, wouldn't that be fucking amazing? And it's like, yeah, you're a genius. You're a genius, and then that's it. Yeah. If you're wondering, I do believe that the Bible was written by fucking people who were sat around the campfire stoned.
A bunch of monks drinking wine. Whatever, get out. Yeah, no.
But wouldn't it be funny if he resurrected?
I mean,
fucking hell.
but that aside, like I said, it's trying to be a bit more reasonable. Though I'm not just like fucking idiots. You're all fucking clowns. Like, it's fine. You know, we all have opinions. It's good to share them. Should have a comfortable place to share them. I personally, I don't think the George and Cindy affair will ever properly happen. It's too, like, George has his principles, and Cindy as well doesn't want to fucking completely shift her life for no reason. Like, every time they've come even remotely close to having a kiss or doing anything, you know, it's kind of like, no, that's not happening. It never happened. It's a bad idea. It's not worth it. So, like, I don't know. It's why I'm not sick of it already. If it was just one note, like, George, you're so much better than Ian. I fucking hate Ian. He's shit. Like, you'd be like, yeah, all right, guys, we're fucking tired of this now. Just leave him. But it's a lot more nuanced than that, in my opinion.
A great comparison I can compare it to, and I know it's outlandish to compare to this, but it's like how Modern Family Guy. I watched some Modern Family Guy, but it's like how they hammer home the point that Peter and Lois are in a loveless relationship. But you know, like how that one friend where they make the joke, it doesn't land, and then they're like, oh, no one heard it, and then they make the joke again, and they're like, oh, no one heard it, and they make it a third time, and it's like, man, give up. That's basically what's doing in Family Guy, where it's like, oh, Lois, I'm cheating on you, and then Lois is like, I'm cheating on you, Peter. Oh, waka waka, hey, hey. And it's like, oh, guys, come on, you've done this for about fucking 40 hours. Fucking calm down. And that's why I don't want to see on EastEnders. I don't want it to be like, oh, you know, do you know what back door I'm in, Elaine? I guess you could say I'm in a TV door. Oh, hey.
I'm having some rosy days. But no, like I said, there will be a moment if it continues and if the show's in a worse place. Obviously, it will get to that point where it's like, oh, fuck off, lads. Like, you know, it's why a lot of people very anti Ben Mitchell in the end, because it reached a point where we're all like, I just don't care anymore, lads. I'm just not buying in. All right, you're not adding enough for me to care. But when it reaches that point, I think, you know, like, we aren't just sunshine and roses, rainbows out our ass. We do actually say when the show's been good and when the show's been shit. So, if we ever get to that point, yes. But I hardly believe they will, because they've developed it a bit more interesting. As I said before, what do you think about this thing? Should George and Cindy leave if the affair continues? Tell us in the comment section down below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and as always, leave your comments. And if you want to join us in discussions, it's always good fun. Or on like the Wednesday or the Thursday, you know, a bunch of us in the Discord, we just shoot the shit about EastEnders, and it is great fun. Like last week, we were talking about, I didn't remember what we were talking about, but I was genuinely like, fuck it, I might watch some 2008. I'm feeling it, you know. I'm ready to go, and I try to avoid rewatching old EastEnders. So, not because it's bad, just because I just watch Hollyoaks instead. But yes, thank you for watching. Make sure to join us in the next video. See you then. Bye-bye.